Imagine cruising along a desolate highway late at night when suddenly a mysterious figure emerges from the darkness. You pull over to lend a helping hand, only to realize that your good deed might have invited an entity from another realm into your life. This is the chilling core of the Phantom Hitchhiker legend, a narrative that has taken countless forms across cultures and time. This spectral figure is rumored to appear on lonely roads, often in the dead of night, vanishing without a trace after being offered a ride. Stories of this eerie apparition have been whispered around campfires and passed down through generations, each tale more spine-tingling than the last. From the isolated byways of North America to the ancient roads of Europe, the Phantom Hitchhiker has become a ubiquitous figure in urban folklore, a terrifying reminder of the unknown that lurks in the darkness. Get ready to step into the world of the Phantom Hitchhiker, where reality blurs with the supernatural. Our journey begins on the infamous Route 66, where many unsuspecting drivers have encountered a chilling passenger. In the heart of America lies a road steeped in history and mystery, Route 66. Stretching from Chicago to Los Angeles, this iconic highway has been the setting for countless tales of adventure, heartbreak, and in our case, the supernatural. One particular story stands out, a tale that has sent shivers down the spines of many. It involves a lone driver, a solitary figure, and an encounter that defies explanation. It was a night like any other, with the driver cruising down the dark moonlit highway. Suddenly, in the rearview mirror, a figure appeared on the side of the road. A woman, dressed in white with a look of desperation in her eyes. The driver, moved by compassion and perhaps a dash of curiosity, pulled over and offered her a ride. The woman climbed into the back seat, her eyes filled with gratitude. She gave an address, a place supposedly not too far off. As the driver navigated the winding road, he attempted to engage her in conversation, but the woman remained silent, her gaze fixed on the road ahead. As they approached the destination, the driver turned around, ready to bid his mysterious passenger farewell. But to his shock and disbelief, the backseat was empty. The woman had vanished, as if she had never been there. The driver, though rattled, convinced himself he must have been seeing things. Next, we travel across the pond to Bluebell Hill in England, a hotspot for Phantom Hitchhiker sightings. Here, the spectral figure of a young woman has been haunting the desolate stretch of road for decades, seeping into local folklore and chilling the bones of those who've claimed to encounter her. Bluebell Hill, a charming hamlet steeped in history, is also home to a tale of heartbreak and horror. The story begins in the winter of 1965, when a young bride-to-be tragically lost her life in a car crash on the eve of her wedding. Ever since that fateful night, reports have flooded in from unsuspecting motorists who've picked up a solitary female hitchhiker, only to witness her vanish from their vehicle without a trace. One such account comes from a local man in the late 70s. He reported giving a lift to a young woman in a white dress on a cold November night. He was driving her to Chatham, she said, but before they could reach the destination, she disappeared, leaving behind nothing but the icy chill of her presence. But the Phantom Hitchhiker of Bluebell Hill isn't just a one-note apparition. Some have reported seeing her dart across the road, causing them to swerve and narrowly avoid an accident. Others have claimed to hit the spectral figure, only to find no trace of her when they step out of their car, their hearts pounding in their chests. Theories abound about the true nature of the Bluebell Hill Phantom. Is she a restless spirit forever trapped in the moment of her untimely death? Or is she a mere figment of our collective imagination, a chilling testament to the power of local folklore? Regardless of the truth, the haunting of Bluebell Hill continues to be a staple of British urban legends, a chilling tale that lingers long after the teller has finished their story. Even today, drivers swear they've given a lift to the ghostly woman of Bluebell Hill, only to watch her disappear without a trace. Our final tale brings us back to the United States, to the outskirts of Chicago, where a young woman named Mary is said to haunt the roads. Known as Resurrection Mary, this spectral figure is one of the most infamous phantom hitchhikers in urban legend lore. The first reported encounter dates back to the 1930s. A young man claimed to have met a beautiful blonde woman at a dance. He offered her a ride home, but she vanished mysteriously from his car as they passed Resurrection Cemetery. Over the years, numerous drivers have reported similar encounters. They describe Mary as a young woman in a white dress, often seen thumbing for a ride on Archer Avenue. She's polite, if a bit reserved, and always asks to be dropped off near the cemetery. But as the car approaches, she vanishes, leaving nothing but a chill and a story that's hard to believe. It's said that Mary was a local girl who died tragically on her way home from a dance in the early 20th century. Her grieving parents buried her in Resurrection Cemetery, dressed in a white dancing gown and shoes. Some say that her spirit can't find peace, and she's doomed to forever wander the roads near her final resting place. Several brave or perhaps foolhardy souls have sought to investigate these claims further. They've reported inexplicable cold spots near the cemetery, and some have even claimed to see a ghostly figure in white drifting among the tombstones. One particular account stands out. A man reported hitting a woman with his car near the cemetery. Panicked, he called the police, but when they arrived, there was no body to be found. The only evidence of the accident was a pair of dented car doors and a shaken driver. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, the stories of Resurrection Mary continue to haunt those who dare to drive alone at night. These tales of the phantom hitchhiker have been passed down through generations, leaving us to wonder, is there any truth to these stories? Well, the answer isn't straightforward. These stories often straddle the line between reality and the supernatural, making it challenging to discern fact from fiction. Some theories suggest these experiences are psychological phenomena, a product of our minds playing tricks on us in the dead of night. Others propose a paranormal explanation, asserting that these phantom hitchhikers are spirits unable to find rest, forever doomed to roam our earthly roads. And then, there are those who believe in the possibility of alternate realities or dimensions, where these spectral passengers might exist. So, whether you're a skeptic or a believer, these tales serve as an eerie reminder of the mysteries that still exist in our world. Perhaps the next time you're driving alone at night, you might just find out for yourself. Now that you've heard these chilling tales, we want to hear from you. Do you have your own encounter with the phantom hitchhiker to share? Or perhaps there are local legends from your hometown that send shivers down your spine. We're all ears for your ghostly narratives, so drop them in the comments below. If you crave more spine-tingling stories like these, our channel is a treasure trove of terrifying tales. From haunted houses to eerie urban legends, we've got it all. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. That way, you'll be the first to know when we release a new video that's sure to make your skin crawl. And remember, the next time you see a hitchhiker on a lonely road, think twice before you offer them a ride. Good night and sweet dreams.